Hello everybody, my name is Brandon. Welcome back to Cinefessions, where we talk all things media. So it's Tuesday, which means it's time for another unboxing of my inherited movie collection. So we are over halfway done at this point, which is just crazy to me, but we are on to today, box number 7. So I know in the past I've been saying like, oh, I'm through all my small boxes, but in reality, this one is about the same size, I'm guessing, as some of the other ones I've been doing. I do have another one over here that looks like it's probably a little bit smaller, but the last 4, on the other hand, are going to be giant boxes. In fact, I might end up having to do those in 2 videos just because they are huge. So we will see. I have no idea. I'll see where I am as I'm going through them, but it could be just the series could run a little bit longer than I initially anticipated, but hopefully that is okay with you guys. I love doing these every week, and I hope you guys enjoy watching them as well. But anyway, before we dive into box number 7 here, I do want to pop onto the screen right now the statistics for box number 6 and kind of where we stand currently. So in box number 6, I ended up keeping 27 and bindering 1, so in total keeping 28 of them, and then I ended up donating or selling, it's in that pile, 33 of them for a total of 61. So I thought it might have been my largest box, but it turns out it wasn't. It was one of my larger ones, but still there was 2 that were larger than it, as you can see there. Box number 4 and number 5. And then if you look down there at the statistics, you can see for box number 6, we kept 44.26%, bindered 1.64%, and then are getting rid of 54.1%. And now you can see the graphs on there as well. I have the donate/sold separated from the kept/bindered, because the kept and bindered, I am keeping those, but the bindered ones are not really going in my collection app. I'm not, like, if I come across those, somewhere else down the line, I would potentially pick them up again just to have them complete, because everything I'm putting in the binder are things that don't come either in real cases or don't have any case to them whatsoever. So I've kind of separated them out a little bit. So you can see we are right now at, 45.66% kept, 5.78% bindered, and 48.55% donating/selling. So what that means is that I'm keeping more than I'm getting rid of, which is awesome. And I imagine it'll probably stay around that since we're about halfway in now. It'll probably end up similar to those numbers, but who knows? Today is the start of a box that has been sealed this entire time, so I have literally no idea what's inside this. This could be horror, this could be more mixed genres, it could be all like romantic thrillers or erotic thrillers. I genuinely have no idea. As you guys know, if you've been watching this series, these are just all over the place when I get into the kind of mixed genre boxes, which I believe most of these Chewy boxes are, which is what this one is. And so really excited to see what is inside this one. And if you guys are excited about this video or just have been enjoying this series in general, please give this one a like down below. That really does help me out. Any engagement at all, leaving a comment, giving it a like, whatever you do, that engagement really helps me. But with that said, let's not waste any more time at all. Let's dive right in to box number 7 of my inherited movie collection. Okay, I'm popping this one open for the first time here, and let me just start somewhere and grab a movie. Let's see where I can start. I'm gonna start at the end over here, and first up we have Blood Tide. James Earl Jones and Jose Ferrer, 2 films on 1 DVD, Snow Beast and Blood Tide. All right, so I don't know anything about these. Snow Beast sounds familiar, like it might have been available on one of these other movies that I ended up, maybe it was one I put into a binder. So I'll have to look into this. I'm going to put this in the maybe pile because I don't know anything about it, and I feel like I might have already bindered this. I'm going to put this in the maybe pile and then do some research at the end here. So first movie in, we're already in the maybe pile. That's an interesting start. Oh, but this is awesome. John Rhys Davies in The Lost World. All right, so let me see. Is this one in widescreen or full screen? Oh, I don't see it anywhere on here, so I'm not sure. It looks like it is a Canadian release, which is interesting. Yep, I have no idea. Oh my goodness. This is one that, frankly, it may have originally been in 1.33 to 1 aspect ratio anyway. I don't know. There's nothing on here that tells me. So this is one I'm going to put in the maybe pile as well, do a little research on it, and see if it's one that I want to keep. But it looks interesting. I don't know if I showed the back there. The Lost World, they were searching for something fantastic. What they found was unbelievable. That's a great tagline. And it has John Rhys Davies in it. This one's interesting. I'm putting it in the maybe pile. 2 in, 2 maybes. This is going to be a weird box. I can tell you already. All right. Oh, okay. This is cool. So this is Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, and Transylvania 65000. So the only thing I know about Transylvania 65000 is I actually found this movie on VHS when I was on a cruise to Alaska. We were in one of the shops that was, near the port, and it was actually a little bit off the port. And so it was like a pawn shop, basically. And they had this random VHS of this. And so I had to pick it up because it was just so weird, and I never heard of it before. And so I picked it up, but I will hold on to this. Now, I say that, but I haven't looked. Okay, so yes, widescreen for both of them. Thank goodness. So my buddy is a big Elvira fan. I'll be completely honest with you. I've spent 0 time with Elvira. So this is really cool because now I have her in my collection. Ooh, this is cool too. It has a little card here with the poster on it. I got to move on. There's a lot in here, so I'm going to move on. But that's really cool. So definitely holding on to that one. A very cool ad for the collection. Then we have Wrong Turn 3. I do own this one already on Blu-ray, so I will be getting rid of that one. Oh, there goes my phone. Phone is okay. All is well in the world. All right, we have One Missed Call. No kidding. I just picked this one up like 3 weeks ago, 2-3 weeks ago. So I picked this up on Blu-ray, so that's a plus. So I did upgrade, fortunately. So even though it was in the collection without me knowing, I did upgrade it on Blu-ray, which is actually still a haul video I think I have to show you guys. But anyway, One Missed Call. This movie is okay. Like, I never really loved this one. It's another one when J-horror was super popular over here. They were doing a ton of remakes. The Ring was a very successful Japanese horror remake, and so they just made a bunch of them. The Eye comes to mind, Pulse, One Missed Call, like just so many different. The Grudge, obviously, is a big one. It was just that era, and so this is one of those. And it was not my favorite of the bunch, but it was good enough that I have it, upgraded it to Blu-ray, so there's that. But that one I'm donating because I do own that. Then we have The Boogeyman 3. So I have actually seen, like, I think all of these, because when I first bought a collection that had them, back when I was like, we're talking like 09, 2010, maybe 11, somewhere in there, I think my wife and I watched through all of these, and they're actually not the worst things ever, but I am fairly certain I already own this one still on DVD, so I will be donating that one off. And moving on. Okay, so we have The Hobbit here. Battle of the Five Armies. I do own this on 4K, so I can get rid of this old family video DVD. Next up, we have Man Underground. We Are Watching You. Okay, so this looks like an alien film, but like low budget and just interesting. First off, look how creepy that is. So that's cool. I'm holding on to this. Looks like a low budget sci-fi alien invasion film. Yes, I'm here for that. I'm definitely going to hold on to that one. Oh, and then we have Doom. Now, I know this movie gets a lot of hate, but I really enjoy this film with The Rock in this and Carl Urban. Like, this is just a fun movie. I love the video game, obviously, and like that first-person action sequence in this that always gets made fun of. I thought it was pretty cool, and you actually see some of that a little bit nowadays as well. So maybe a little bit ahead of its time, but not the best movie, not entirely deep, but still a good movie. So Doom is one I can get rid of because I do own that one on Blu-ray, I think. I actually don't own that one yet, but this is full screen version, so this is still not one I would hold on to. I have no idea how I don't have Doom in my collection because I swear to God I've watched it recently, but I don't know, maybe it was streaming or something? I don't know. I don't have Doom, so I do need to get Doom because I have the sequel behind me, Doom Annihilation, but I actually haven't watched that one yet, but I don't have the original. I feel like disappointed in myself for not having the original, but anyway, because that's full screen, I will not be holding on to that one. Maybe it'll pop up again here because the person who I inherited this from tend to rebuy movies without realizing it, and so maybe that's one of these situations. But anyway, moving on, we have The Hideout here. 5 bank robbers take refuge in a cabin while an infectious epidemic erupts outside and ensues. That sounds awesome. Like, this looks really like low budget and probably one of those Z-grade horror movies that you would likely find from the dollar store. But that is just a really cool premise. I'm holding on to it. I don't care. With the bank robber idea, it almost reminds me of Malevolence, if you guys have ever seen that movie. It's actually a trilogy, but Malevolence, Bereavement, I think that's right, and I'm forgetting the third title now. It's actually behind. Let me look. Malevolence, Bereavement, and Malevolence 3 Killer. Those are the three I'm thinking of. But it reminds me of that because in the first one, they actually rob a bank at the beginning, and that's what ends up, they're like on the run, and they end up in the slasher house, essentially, the bad guy's house. But anyway, moving on. I'm rambling now, and I have a lot of movies to go through here. So, Clive Barker's Book of Blood. I honestly don't know if I own this one or not, but I feel like I do because this is a super familiar case, like cover art to me, and I feel like this could have been one that I bought while I was shopping at Disc Replay, and so I will look, and I do not. So, man, my memory just isn't working tonight because I swear I own this movie. I don't know. Apparently I don't. So this one is in widescreen, so I will definitely be holding on to this. Books of Blood are actually, I've read some of them because there was like an After Dark Horror Fest, I believe it was, but it was called Dread, and it was based off of a Book of Blood, and so I read that story, and it was really good. It changes from the movie. In the book, it's an author or a writer who is like doing this experiment or is involved in this experiment, where in the film, it's a film artist or like somebody in film school, I think it is, that's doing an experiment. But it gets really gruesome and gross, but it's really well done. Anyway, Clive Barker, excellent writer. I am very excited to now have Book of Blood in my collection. I have no idea how I didn't have it already, but hey, I'm making up for that now. So that one is going in the keep pile. Oh, and Glorious Bastards, you can actually buy this right now for $10 on 4K. I do have the Blu-ray behind me, and actually I'm hoping I get the 4K for Christmas because it was on my Christmas wish list, because my wife and my mother make me make a wish list. But anyway, it's on there, so hopefully I'll get it on 4K for Christmas. But Talented Mr. Ripley, this is another one that I picked up relatively recently, sometime this year from Disc Replay, and it looks pretty good. It is kind of, it basically has something to do with this couple who is like the man in the couple is a killer of some sort, and she kind of falls for him, and it's just weird, like triangle love story, I believe. But I've not seen it yet, but I've heard really good things, and so that's why I picked it up. But because I do have it, it will go into the donate/sell pile. And then we have, okay, now this is awesome. This is Saber-Tooth. Like, how cool. The Ultimate Predator has been awakened. Directed by James D.R. Hickox. Or, yeah, something like that. This looks awesome. Take a look at the back there. Definitely holding on to this one. David Keith, Vanessa Angel, and John Rhys Davies in this one, too. We have 2 John Rhys Davies films here today. That's random. But anyway, Saber-Tooth will definitely be going in the collection. It is in widescreen, so that is a must keep. Oh, yes, this is fantastic. Spring Break Shark Attack. Oh, and it's in widescreen. Thank goodness. This is awesome. It has a person from the OC, not another teen movie, Picket Fences, and Along Came Polly. I don't recognize any of their names, but you might if you take a look back there. Like, this just looks perfect. Absolutely my type of film. Definitely holding on to this. That is cool. I noticed that, much like me, he hated, you guys remember these DVDs were like locked in? I hate those. But I didn't rip mine off, but he looks like he ripped all of his off on his DVDs. So, or maybe that was something like the video store he rented them from or purchased them from. Maybe that's something they did, but I've noticed a lot of them that have that are ripped off. Oh, this is so cool. Piranha 2, The Spawning. Oh, it's in full screen, but this is one. Man, this might be the original aspect ratio. I have to check on this one. And frankly, I might already have this. I need to look at this one. I'm going to put this one in the maybe pile for now because 1, it's full screen, and 2, I feel like there's a potential that I already have it. And then we have Reign of Fire. Matthew McConaughey is in this? Okay. Well, I'm intrigued. I thought this was one I might have... Oh, Christian Bale as well? Reign of Fire. Definitely holding on to this one. It looks like a fun... I don't even know if it's fantasy, but it takes place in like that era. What I think of fantasy, like, yeah, fire-breathing beast. Okay, so it definitely is fantasy. Absolutely holding on to this. This looks really cool. Another one in the original aspect ratio, so that's good. 3D horror collection. Hunting season. What am I looking at here? Okay, I gotta see. What is this? Filmed in true stereoscopic 3D. What in the world is this? When the hunters become the hunted in a malicious game of cat and mouse. Are there 3D glasses in here? No, unfortunately there is not. So how would you even watch this unless you have 3D glasses? I have no idea what this is. How random. I wonder if you can watch it in 2D. I need to keep this one because this is weird. I need to put this in the maybe pile. I'm going to put it in the maybe pile and come back to it and see if I can figure out more by looking it up on IMDb. But anyway, oh my gosh, another Saber-Tooth film? Attack of the Saber-Tooth. Also in widescreen, also keeping it. This is directed by George Miller. What in the world? 2005. God, there are some weird movies in this box. No screenshots on the back, unfortunately, but yeah. I mean, obviously, I'm keeping this. Like, that's awesome. So, Attack of the Saber-Tooth. And I just realized that, like, all this dust flying, I have an open water container today. Oh, man. That was a mistake. I always need to remind myself to bring my bottled water down here for these. But anyway, oh, okay. So we have another movie pack like we had, like, last box was so filled with movie packs. But this one is 9 flicks on 3 DVDs. It says Horrorlicious, featuring Sisters of Death, The Vampire Niece, and Gothic. All right, let's see. The House on the Edge of the Park, Bloody Pit of Horror, Horrors of Spider Island, Sisters of Death, The Night She Arose from the Tomb. Like, this is an interesting one. Oh no, it only has 2 DVDs. Let's see what DVDs it has here. So we have Terror from the Creature. Okay. So it looks like we are missing disc 1. No, we're missing disc 2, it looks like, on the back here. It's disc 2 that's missing. That's disappointing, because these are interesting sounding movies. Frankly, some of these I'd never even heard of before. Do you guys know anything about this? I think because it's missing a disc, it's not complete. I'm going to put it in the trade pile. But some interesting films on there, so that's a weird one. But yeah, that one will go in the donate pile because it's not complete. Oh, this is awesome. Ghost Dog, The Way of the Samurai. This was actually recently, relatively speaking, released from the Criterion Collection on Blu-ray. And I've been wanting to see it, but I have not picked it up yet. This one is in widescreen, so I will hold on to this just to see if I like it. And if I do, then I can upgrade to the Blu-ray. So I'm definitely holding on to Ghost Dog. And then we have Creature Unknown with Chase Masterson. Huge, hungry, and out for revenge. Okay, this is another one. Looks right up my alley. Looks like a ton of fun. It's in full screen, but I'm willing to bet money that's probably the original aspect ratio on this one. I'm going to put this in the maybe pile and see what I can find out about it. Sounds really interesting. And then we have Creature. It Feeds on You. This is cool. This is one that is familiar to me. Directed by Fred M. Andrews. I really feel like I've seen this movie before, but it was quite a long time ago now. Oh, it has Sid Haig in it. Look at right here, Sid Haig. That's awesome. Gosh, this is so familiar. I am like so sure I've seen this movie, but I don't remember much of it at all. Anyway, it's going in the keep pile, obviously. So that's cool. Another creature feature for the collection. And then we have, what do we have here? Oh, this is another sci-fi horror double feature. The Last Woman on Earth and Invasion of the Bee Girls. That's fun. This is cool. So I think I will hold on to this. I'm sure it's probably full screen, but it doesn't say, which is always disappointing. You know, like the first one, I want to put this in the maybe pile because I just bet these are full screen, and so I want to see if that's the original aspect ratio on those or not, and then I'll let you know at the end. And then we have, okay, Embryo with Rock Hudson and Barbara Carrera, From Embryo to Woman in 4.5 Weeks. This is from that same company. It's all Diamond Entertainment, so that's interesting. But yeah, look at that. That looks interesting as heck. So I'm definitely going to hold on to this one. Another one that doesn't give the aspect ratio. It's from 2003. A lot of these are from 2003, the DVD releases, I mean. So I don't know. I guess I'm just going to have to put these in the player and see. I'm going to put that in the maybe pile. So I'll have to put up a note to let you know if I ended up keeping that one or not. Ooh, this is cool. This is awesome. A double set here, a collector's edition set of Desperado and El Mariachi. So I actually don't own either of these on Blu-ray or DVD. You can actually pick up these two along with the third one, which the name Once Upon a Time in Mexico, I believe, is the third one. And it's on Blu-ray right now for like $15, but I haven't done that yet. So as long as these are in widescreen, I'm going to hold on to this because this is a really cool set, and it is. So yeah, heck yeah, that's really cool. I can't get them out right now, but yeah, that's awesome. So definitely holding on to that one. Gives me both of them really cheap. And then we have Angel Heart, Mickey Rourke, Robert De Niro. Okay. It's in widescreen. This is one that, like, I feel like I own this one already because I recognize, I feel like I've talked about this with somebody on the channel before. Let me hold this up real quick and take a quick look. No, I don't. Okay. Well, definitely holding on to Angel Heart. Great cast in it. Why not? I can't drink my water now because it's filled with dust, and that's just annoying. But anyway, moving on. Oh, this is awesome. Bruce Willis is Hudson Hawk. This is a movie I have heard so much about over the years. If I'm not mistaken, I really feel like this was like a big box office bust, if I remember right. But this one is in widescreen and full screen. I feel like this is the memorable poster or just artwork from it. This is a really cool ad for the collection, so definitely holding on to Hudson Hawk with Bruce Willis. Another one, we have another Diamond Entertainment, and this time we have a psycho horror double feature, The Sadist and the Killing Kind. Man, I'm telling you, I probably own most of these already on other, like, releases, because they're probably, like, you know, whatever. I always forget the term when I go to say it. Not copyright free, public domain. They might be public domain. I don't know. But yeah, I'm going to put this in the maybe pile, see what I can find out about this, about those releases to see if they are all, you know, full screen or what. Ooh, this is cool. Dolph Lundgren, Silent Trigger. Heck yes. I feel like this is a super popular Dolph Lundgren movie. Obviously not his biggest one because he was in Universal Soldier, right? But I feel like this is one of his bigger ones. So definitely holding on to this, assuming it is... Oh no! The film has been modified to fit your TV screen, which usually means it's in full screen. Oh my goodness. That is super disappointing, but it doesn't tell me anywhere on here if it is or not. I'm just going to test it. Why not? You know, this is a really cool ad. If it is in the correct aspect ratio, going in the maybe pile, and I will let you know. All right. Then we have Snow Creature, half man, half monster with Paul Langston. This one is from Alpha Video from 1954, directed by W. Lee Wilder. Wow, this looks just terrible quality. I will probably just end up getting rid of this one. It just does not look like very good quality on the back there. I'm going to donate that one. All right, so that is the halfway point now. I think I got to run upstairs and grab some water, so hang on one sec. All right, let's get back at it here. So we have another two-pack. This is Carnival of Souls and Horror Hotel. Carnival of Souls, I'm saying that weird, but Carnival of Souls is a fantastic movie. If you have not seen that for whatever reason, give it a shot. It is an older film, but it's one of like the best older horror films of that genre, of that era, I would say, that I've seen. It is still just a genuinely creepy movie done so well. Get the Criterion Collection Blu-ray of it though, because it looks amazing. So I do own this one. I don't know about Horror Hotel, but I probably own it on something else because it's one of these. So I'm just going to go ahead and put that in the trade pile. And then we have Altered States. So this is just a really cool DVD, one for the snapper case for Miranda, in case she's watching. She actually has a whole video on her channel of her entire snapper case collection. So I will link that down below. Definitely check it out if you haven't seen it. But anyway, this one is a movie that I reviewed when it came out on Blu-ray for a website I used to write for. And this is just a really weird movie. Like, I didn't love it. It's not terrible. It wasn't for me. And there's actually a remake of this. I might be mixing this up with another. I'm mixing up with Flatliners. There's a remake of Flatliners, not this one. But yeah, Altered State is just strange. So I'm like 99% sure I don't have that one in my that Blu-ray in my collection anymore. And this DVD release is just pretty cool. Like, I love the cover art on this. So I think I'm going to hold on to this one just because, you know, why not keep it in my collection? It's one I've seen before, but I could revisit it, maybe, potentially, and I love the artwork on that. So I'm going to hold on to Altered State. Oh, and then we have Sorority House Massacre 2. So I think I have the collection of this, I want to say. Did Scream Factory release a collection, or am I making that up? But I feel like I have this one already. Let me just pop it in here and see if I'm right or not, which... basically every time I've said that, I've been wrong today. And yeah, that streak continues. I have Slumber Party Massacre. Is this different? I have to look this way. This is going to go in the maybe pile because I don't know if that's just the same movie with a different name or what. Directed by Jim Wernowski. So yeah, I'm going to put this in the maybe pile and come back to it because Man, my maybe pile is huge today. But anyway, that might be the same movie with a different title. If I frankly don't know. Oh yes, please be widescreen. Battle Beyond the Stars. So this one is also available on Blu-ray thanks to Scream Factory or Shout Factory, and it is in widescreen. Yes, holding on to this one. This is fantastic. A Roger Corman classic. Basically, from what I hear about this is like a Star Wars knockoff done super low budget. So excited to add that to my collection. Very cool ad. All right, and then what's next? Oh, The Puppet Masters with Donald Sutherland. I have always heard a lot about this movie, but I've actually never seen this one before. Is this one, did I buy this on like a Region B? I am just throwing things around today. There goes my phone a second time. Okay, phone's still good. But anyway, no, I thought maybe this was one that I had on Region B Blu-ray, but it's not. So I will absolutely be holding on to this. This one is in widescreen as well. Man, this is just in really good shape. Some of the DVDs in this box are in much better shape than some of the other ones I've seen. So this is making me happy. All right, and then we have Blown Away with Jeff Bridges and Tommy Lee Jones. Why is this familiar? Did I find the novelization for this recently? Man, I feel like I might have. But I do not own this. I'm sure of that. And I think we're in widescreen. I thought I saw something that said widescreen. But now I'm not seeing it again. Yeah, there it is. Widescreen version. Yes, so it is. Oh my goodness. I'm definitely holding on to this. I am like 99% sure I found a novelization for this movie relatively recently. But anyway, that's going in the keep pile either way. And then we have Cyber Tracker, a machine with an attitude. This just seems so 90s to me. Am I going to get a year here? 2002. Oh my goodness. This is fantastic. Directed by Richard Pepin. Don't know that name at all. But yeah, this is a sci-fi thriller that I have to have. Oh, it's in full screen. This might be the original aspect ratio. Going in the maybe pile. Let me show you the back there real quick. Maybe like a, I don't know, RoboCop knockoff or something. RoboCop meets Terminator knockoff. We shall see. But I'm putting that in the maybe pile. All right, so a little Clint Eastwood action. The Iger Sanction. So I don't really know anything about this one, but I know it is a Clint Eastwood film. I think he directs it. Yeah, it is directed by him. So, yeah, definitely holding on to, well, I say definitely, but I do own like an Eastwood Directs collection. So maybe I already have this one in there. Let me just take a look really fast and see. And I do. Yeah, I own it with, Clint Eastwood American Icon Collection with Play Misty for Me and Coogan's Bluff along with this one. So that will go into the donate/sell pile. Macon County Line. It shouldn't have happened. It couldn't have happened, but it did. Okay. Well, I don't really know what this is. Louisiana, 1954. Brothers Chris and Wayne Dixon are joyriding through the South before enlisting in the Army. When the wife of a local sheriff is brutally killed by a pair of psychotic drifters, Chris and Wayne are mistaken for the murderers. Oh. This story is true, only the names and places have been changed. Why does this sound familiar to me? Directed by Richard Compton. Well, I'm holding on to it. It's in full screen, and it is based on a true crime, it sounds like. So, yeah, look at that poster. That seems memorable to me, and I don't know why. That's a cool ad. Some weird, kind of just random movies in here. I love it. Treat Williams. Fantastic. Extreme Limits. Please be, 1.85 to 1 aspect ratio. Holding on to this one. The struggle for survival starts now. I don't really need to see anything else. That one is going in the collection. Good old Treat Williams. I don't even know if I've ever, I'm sure I have, but I can't think of any Treat Williams films I've seen offhand, but I know of him just because he's Treat Williams. How do you not? But anyway, Michael Madsen in Primal Instinct. Oh man, widescreen again. Enter a World of Deadly Pleasures, directed by Sherwood Ball. Should I be keeping this one? No, probably not. Deadly than any computer virus. What an amazing tagline that. That's a fantastic tagline. Okay, you won me over. I'm holding on to Primal Instinct. Michael Madsen. Deadlier than any computer virus. That's good advertising. That's good marketing. All right, we have another double feature here. We have Messiah of Evil and the Devil's Nightmare. This is interesting. So, man, another one, that screenshot has me intrigued. It doesn't look like it's great quality. Oh, what do I do with this? Do I just get rid of this one? Well, I guess since I'm keeping most of the others, I'll just put this in the maybe pile and take a look at it afterwards and see what I can find out about it. And we'll move on to the next one here. Star 80. That is quite the cover there. 4 stars from Roger Ebert Roger Ebert's video companion. But it's an important movie directed by, it's a Bob Fosse film. What? How have I never heard of this before? Another snapper case. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm keeping it because it's a Bob Fosse film and like he's great. So yeah, I'm going to hold on to this. I don't really know what this is. Dorothy Stratton will be America's dream girl, the playmate of the year, but the camera snapping her beauty doesn't capture the whole story. Oh, okay. Maybe like a domestic thriller of some sort. But Bob Fosse, like that's awesome. So Star 80. Let me know if you know anything about that one because most of you probably do. All right, so we have Interview with the Vampire. I don't think I own this. I really don't think I own this, and it's in widescreen, another snapper case. This is like the snapper case box. Let me just double check, make sure I don't own it, but I am like 99% sure I don't own that. And how many times have I said that today already? And I don't. So yes, definitely holding on to Interview with the Vampire. I wish this wasn't on here because it's hard to get those off in snapper cases. Oh, there goes the receipt. Let me see how much he paid for this at GameStop. Looks like $5. Yep, it was a $5 movie from GameStop, so I must have got it on sale. But anyway, yeah, this is fun. A movie that I definitely want to hold on to. And then we have Basic Instinct with Michael Douglas. Now, this is another one, like Sharon Stone, Michael Douglas. Do I own this already? Man, some of these movies are just so well known and big names, and so like I feel like I have them, but I don't know for sure. So I just want to make a double check here, see if I own it yet, and I do not. So yep, I'll hold on to this one. This is one where even if I said I was getting rid of it, you guys would tell me in the comments like, hold on to it. It's a good one. It's a classic. Just keep it. So I'm just gonna save you the trouble and hold on to it. Elizabeth Hurley in Kill Cruise. What are these movies from 1990? This is awesome. Like, I have no clue what I'm looking at here, but this is just, the twisted ending will shock you. So this is an old 1999 DVD release. I'm going to guess this is in full screen, but like, it looks like a made for TV movie anyway. There's nothing on the back really, but I'll show it just so you can see it. But man, this is just some really strange movies in here. Going in the maybe pile, see what I can find out about it. Oh boy. This is cool. Dracula, The Dark Prince. Oh, it's in full screen. And it does say that it was formatted from 16:9. But I'm going to put it in the maybe pile from 2002, it looks like. Directed by Joe Chappelle. Maybe. It's going in the maybe pile. My maybe pile is the biggest it's ever been because I know not a lot about these movies. Oh, this one is Troy, and it doesn't even have like a real case for it. This is all messed up. So that is going in the trade pile. I got a mess over here today. High Risk? A $5 million payoff is worth the risk. Anthony Quinn, James Brolin? Another one. I don't know anything about some of these movies. 1981. I'm gonna have to get rid of it. I don't know enough about it. I'm getting rid of that one. I'm keeping too many out of this box. Oh, this looks interesting. Christina's House. Is that? No. Man, look at that cover. Like, doesn't that just scream early 2000s to you? Now I watch. Oh yeah, 2001. Okay. Like this looks awesome. 16:9 widescreen. Thank goodness. Directed by Gavin Wilding. Yeah. Behind these walls lies a secret she may not survive. I don't know. This just looks totally up my alley. Just reminds me of like early high school, and I am down for that. So definitely holding on to Christina's House. We have Beverly Hills Cop 2. I do own this one. I picked it up in a like 14 movie pack this Black Friday of Eddie Murphy films. Bowling for Columbine, one of the greatest documentaries ever made in my eyes. It's really the documentary that got me interested in documentaries when I watched this in high school. Columbine, I'm the perfect age for that to have had a major impact on me and my schooling life and just life in general. And so watching this for the first time when I was in English class one day in high school, like 10th grade English class, it just blew me away. It was shocking. It was like, it made me cry. It was terrifying to watch that footage in there. An amazing documentary, but I do do own the Criterion Collection Blu-ray of that, so I do not need that one. Then we have Barbershop 2, Back in Business. Now, here's one where, like, if I have the original, yeah, I'd want to hold on to this, but as of right now, I don't have the original, so I don't really want to keep this one. So I'm going to put this in the donate pile, and then, because none of the movies are actually going to go anywhere until I'm through all of this, if I come across the first one as we're going through some of these other boxes, I will then go back and grab it. But Marie Antoinette with Kirsten Dunst. I feel like I picked this one up in a 2-pack, or maybe I just saw it in a 2-pack and didn't pick it up. Let me take a look here real quick. Marie Antoinette, and I do not have this, so I will hold on to this one. I've heard actually really good things about this. I really like Kirsten Dunst, so I will hold on to that one, and it's an Oscar winner, as you saw that family video sticker there, so declaring. The Ranch. Is this like legal prostitution? Am I making that up? Join the women of the Diamond Ranch as they let go of their inhibitions and release unbridled passion in this seductive and unflinching look behind the doors of a private club that's based on a real-life brothel. Okay. I feel like there was a reality TV series that was based on what this movie is based off of that I remember from when I was younger. Directed by Susan Siedelman. Oh, it's in full screen. Well, that is disappointing. I'm going to put that in the maybe pile and just see if maybe that's the original aspect ratio for some reason. Maybe it was a made-for-TV movie. I have no idea. Ooh, very cool. I don't know what it is, but I have been itching to watch some Three Stooges lately. So this is the Three Stooges Festival. And it says, you will find all the nyucks you can handle in this special made-for-video compilation featuring no fewer than 5 slap-happy Stooges. Okay, I'm holding on to this one for sure. Like I said, I've just been craving it. And I've been considering buying, like, the big set that they have. Because it's been, like, man, dust ever. It's been, like, $30 lately, but I just haven't pulled the trigger. Maybe this will fill my, satiate me for my Three Stooges fix. Dragon's World, a fantasy made real. Look at this. This looks amazing. Oh, that looks so great. And it's in 1.78:1. With CGI special effects created from the same production house that made Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. I am blown away right now. Like, yes, it almost comes off as like it's a documentary about dragons. Like, I have to hold on to this. I have no clue what this is, but you bet it's going in the collection. I have got to see what this is. That is so cool. From the people that brought you Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. Amazing. Oh, we have Ginger Snaps. Now, this is a movie. I'll be honest with you. I don't love this movie, and it's in full frame, so I'm not keeping it. Frankly, I don't even remember if I own this one from Scream Factory or not, because I wasn't the biggest fan of it, so I don't think I ever bought it. But this one is full frame, so I will be getting rid of that one. Ginger Snaps 2. I love that he has the sequel to this. That's really cool. But I do have this one already. I found it relatively recently, I believe, from Disc Replay, and so I picked it up. And then we have excuse me, I just hit the microphone. We have a 2-disc set here of Pearl Harbor. Is this one in widescreen? It is. And you know what? I don't think I own this one. Whoop, dropping things out again. But yeah, I don't think I own this one. And I actually saw this one, so that's going in the keep pile. I actually saw Pearl Harbor when it was brand new in theaters. I went with some friends. It was like one of my good close friends. He brought his like female cousin with him, and I was just like so like had a crush on her. And then I started crying during the movie, so I was like trying to hide myself from like she didn't see me crying. Like, it was just ridiculous. But anyway, I'm keeping Pearl Harbor because I don't have that one. And then we have How to some of these titles. Okay, How to Stuff a Wild Bikini. Directed. This is from American International Pictures. All right, who is this directed by? William Asher. So yeah, holding on to this. This looks fun. This Wet n Wild Bikini Bulging 60s Bash. This will be a good one because it comes in widescreen, and I don't have a lot of 60s films, so I'm going to hold on to this one. It just looks like a lot of fun. So yeah, How to Stuff a Wild Bikini. That's just great. What a fantastic title. Annette Funicello, Dwayne Hickman, Buster Keaton is in this? What? Oh my God, he is. That's fantastic. An older Buster Keaton? This box has been just everything I could have hoped for and more. Oh boy, The Dukes of Hazzard, The Beginning. Wow. Here's another one where like this is not the first in the series. I think this is like, because I really feel like they rebooted this, and this might be the first in that reboot series, or I could be making that. I want to put this in the maybe pile for now and see what I can find out about it. Okay, last one, and I hope it's something good. Oh, it didn't let me down. It did not let me down. Animal Attraction, Carnal Desires. So is this anything other than just like softcore pornography? I don't know. A massage parlor gets way more business than it can handle when Mick, an excellent and handsome masseuse, begins working there. Okay. This looks like an old school Skinamax movie in full screen, which I would guarantee you that that is the original aspect ratio on that, but I will double check it just to make sure. I mean, yeah, I'm keeping it because why not? So I have a gigantic pile of maybes here, and that box was just something else. I am so happy with everything that just happened here tonight. So let me go through my big maybe pile and then update you guys on what I'm keeping and what's I'm going to end up getting rid of. Okay, so that took quite a bit of time, but anyway, I'm going to go through the ones I'm keeping first. So, The Lost World with John Rhys Davies from 1992, I'm going to hold on to that because it doesn't have an aspect ratio listed, which typically means it's in full screen aspect ratio, but we'll see. Creature Unknown, another one, it wasn't listed. I'm going to assume that's probably the original aspect ratio. Embryo. This is a full screen DVD, and what's weird about this one is that it says that the negative aspect ratio was 1.33 to 1, but the intended was 1.85 to 1. I don't know if that's available anywhere, so I'm just going to hold on to this because that's how most people would have seen that film anyway. Cyber-Tracker, another one, it's not listed. I'm like 99% certain this was a made-for-TV, low-budget thing. Amazingly, there's a Cyber-Tracker 2, which just, I hope to God that's in one of these remaining boxes because that's awesome. And then I'm going to hold on to this one of them, these double features, because this one, The Devil's Nightmare, actually is in widescreen, and Messiah of Evil does not list what it is, so I'm just going to hold on to that. I think those will be okay. Dracula, The Dark Prince, this is in full screen, so I will hold on to that one. The Ranch, another one that was done, original aspect ratio is 1.33 to 1, so I'll hold on to that. And then, after looking it up, this is, I forgot they had the reboot with Jessica Simpson was in it, which I love that movie. I don't own it though, but that's one I could see myself picking up at some point, so I am going to hold on to the sequel here, or I guess this is a prequel, so I'll hold on to that one. So those are the ones that I'm holding on to. And then for the ones I'm getting rid of, most of these like double packs, I'm getting rid of this one just because I think I already have that on another bindered movie, which I don't keep a collection of. Piranha 2 I own on Blu-ray. I forgot that I found that at Disc Replay recently. Hunting Season, I don't have the glasses with it. I don't have any 3D glasses. I don't need it, so I'm getting rid of that one. Last Woman on Earth and Invasion of the Bee-Girls, another one, not going to be in the original aspect ratio and don't need it. And then The Sadist and the Killing Kind, same story there. These are the two where the killer. Sorority House Massacre 2, I do not own this one, but it is not in the correct aspect ratio, so I will not be keeping that. And then, like, this one stinks too. Silent Trigger, another one not in the original aspect ratio. And then this one just sounds really terrible. I don't need it. So Kill Cruise with Elizabeth Hurley is going out as well, so that'll be donated too. So that is everything that I'm keeping, and then the ones that I'm donating. All right, so that is box number 7, and I'm not going to try holding them up. You can see them stacked here. Like, there's just too many. It's insane. And so, yeah, this was like one of the weirdest boxes that I've gone through yet, but it was so much fun, and I really hope you guys had some fun going through it with me as well. But you should be seeing right now how many I'm keeping, how many I am donating/selling, and how many are going into a binder, which I think is 0 this time around. But I would be willing to bet, and we will know this number in the beginning of box number 8, but I'd be willing to bet that this is probably the most kept to donate/sell ratio yet, because I have a giant stack over here that I am super excited about. So this was a really weird but very good box. But as always, if there's anything in this stack that I'm getting rid of that I don't already own, please let me know down in the comments below to hold on to it, because maybe it's just something I never heard of before. So you guys have helped save a couple already, a handful already, and so I really do appreciate you taking the time to call out some of your favorites that I've gotten rid of. But that is box number 7, and that's going to do it for today. But like I always say, guys, if you did enjoy this video, please give it a like down below. That really does help me out. Whether you leave a comment or you give it a like or you share the video, any engagement at all really does help me as I'm getting closer and closer to that 1,000 number thanks to your guys' support. So thank you so much for all of your engagement on these videos. And like I always say, I don't just talk movies, I talk all things media, be it books, movies, video games, graphic novels, manga. If it's media related, I'm interested in it, and if you are too, you might consider subscribing. Alright guys, so that is going to do it for today. I just want to say thank you all so much for watching, and I want to encourage you to consume some media today. I'll catch you next time.